Hi, it's Frankie again. Today is day 4 out of 6 on sound design in Massive. Today we're going to be going over the effects, oscillator and voicing tabs here. Just trying to finish up Massive. I'm pretty sure this is the last thing I have to go over, really. So tomorrow, and I think I'll try to do one tomorrow, but the next 2 days are going to be just making sounds and just showing how to make certain sounds. So, let's get started. Let's just make a new sound in Massive. Here. Let's put this down to -24. Let's just do another one for some harmonic things. Hold on. It's off. Okay. So, let's just put a filter on this so we can hear the effects, because there's certain effects that you have to have a filter to really hear what they're doing. So let's just make a wob 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 thing. Let's sync this. Okay, so there's a nice starter sound. First we're going to go through these insert effects here, which are effects for the filters. So insert 1 will affect filter 1 and insert 2 will affect filter 2. So they're just effects for the things. So if I run them in series, still insert 1 is going to work with filter 1. Insert 2 is going to work with filter 2, which will be the modulated signal coming out of filter 1. It's kind of confusing because I stated that really weird, but yeah. So let's just they both have the same things. They both have the same, I think, like 7 or 8 things. So let's just start with some of these. The simple delay is just a delay. It's a simple delay. So this is the time. So the wet signal is just the delay. And then this is the dry signal, which is just the normal signal. So we can combine them in the middle and then you get a delay. This is the sample and hold. This emulates a bit crusher, which is kind of weird because they have a bit crusher effect, but it does not really do what a bit crusher normally does. So you've probably all heard this before. No. So this is the unaffected signal. It's the fully affected signal. Well, I guess this is different than a bit crusher because it will it goes along with the frequency that you're hitting. A bit crusher just will have the same frequency for all notes it does. So a sample and hold, let me just kind of show what it does. I can kind of visualize it here. See, so this is a bit crusher in Logic here. This is the resolution. What this is doing, bringing this down, is actually what the bit crusher effect in here is doing. But it like doesn't go along with the pitch. Anyways, so let's go to like the bit crusher so you can just hear what it does. Yeah, just kind of a weird distortion. Ooh, that is nasty. Oh, that freaked out my ears. I'm sorry. So this is a frequency shifter. Don't turn it up above. Try not to turn it up above half. That's very. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to edit those out somehow. Okay. Then we have the high pass and low pass filter here. Or I'm not even going through what all these do. The frequency shifter is it kind of just shifts. I don't know exactly what it's shifting. I think it's delaying the signal and then like shifting the frequency of the delayed signal or something. So when you have this, the high pass, this is the frequency of the high pass. So the frequency of the high pass is at 0 right now, and the low pass is at the top. So we can turn it down, and then we can also turn it up the high pass. And then we have the sine shaper, which is just a like kind of weird robot distortion. And then parabolic reverb, which is another type of distortion, but it's more gritty. Hardcore sounds very similar, a little bit grittier. So yeah, those are all the insert effects. There's like, I think, yeah, there's like 8, so it's not a very wide selection, but they do work very well. So then let's move on to these effects. Let's put on this sample and hold just so we can kind of, that's good. Okay, so these effects up here, there's all these effects. There's a reverb, which makes it sound like it's in a big room, a smaller reverb, which is a smaller reverb, and then a flanger, which what this is doing is it's copying the signal and delaying that signal, and then it's modulating how big the delay is. So this is like the speed that it's modulating the delay. I'm pretty sure this is how much it's delaying. And then they have the same thing but mono, so it doesn't go left to right. I'm not exactly sure what's different about the negative. Sounds like exactly the same. And then there's this chorus, which is just delaying a signal, and then I think it's shifting the frequency by just the slightest amount. Here, let's put these back to default settings. Okay. And then we have the mono. Then there's kind of just a bigger chorus thing. A phaser, and phasers are a little tough to explain. What it is it's delaying the signal, and then the delayed signal is taking a band of that, and then what it's modulating is the frequency of that band. It's kind of tough to explain, but you could probably find a better explanation somewhere else, like Wikipedia or something. I don't know. Same thing, mono, as usual. There's a delay. Here, let's put dry wet so we can hear. Which is just a delay. Then you have the delay synced, which is synced. And I don't think you can modulate these. I don't know how to. I don't know if you can edit in Logic Automation. You might be able to, but I don't think you can. Along with the rate of these things, if there is, I will totally change my mode of production, but I don't think there is, so if you know a way to modulate these in Logic, please let me know in the comments. Be awesome. Dimension expander, which is basically just a reverb. I don't know why they call it a dimension expander. I think now listening to it, I think it's just delaying. I think it's just a delay, but it's like delaying and reverbing. I don't know. Tube distortion here, 3 different types. They all sound similar. Oh, they all sound very similar with this sound. But they are totally different. And then there's this FX2 slot, which I just want to go through here. There is no distortion in this, so if you're going to use distortion, use the first FX slot. And then there's the EQ, which is EQ2. These are really fun to modulate. I'll have to use that more often, modulating the EQ. And so yeah, that's basically all the effects. But before you close down the video, there is this voicing tab here, which is basically how the oscillators are, like how it's played, like how the MIDI is like interpreted. So this unison, or it's unisonic, but they just put unisono. What it's doing is it's taking, here, let's turn off this distortion, it's bugging me. It's taking the sound and copying it and then delaying it a little, but it's just playing the delayed thing. So this is 1 delayed signal, this is 2 delayed signals. You get the point, you can do like a ton. Let's just stick with 2, because this is a good just number just to show what it does. And then these 3 here, this is, you can play multiple sound very weird with bass sounds. Or you can go monophonic here. When I press another note, it's going to go to the most recently pressed note. Okay. And I'm not sure what's different about these monophonic and monorotate. They both are like, I have not noticed the difference between the two. But Yeah, and then there's these down here, which are the triggers for envelopes. So let's just put an envelope here. Let's make that. I'm like doing this negatively, so this envelope is going down, that's going up. Let's make it even longer. You can clearly hear it's slowly getting up. More distortion-y. So every time I press a note, it's going to replay the envelope every time I hit a note. But if I do legato or legato trigger, yet again, these are both like the exact same thing. It's only going to trigger once, and when I press another note, it's just going to slide into it. But then if I let go of all the notes, then it's going to trigger the envelope. So let's get rid of that, and then I'm going to go to this oscillator page here, which this is the portamento. So here, let's put this. Yeah, okay, then monophonic. So you can hear right now it's jumping between notes at like an ungodly short amount of time, like that. But if I turn it up, you can hear it glides between the notes, which is called portamento. That's the fancy term for it. But so kind of like that, which you can use, and you can also modulate this. If you need to for some reason. You can also automate it like within Logic or however, if your DAW supports automation. And then there's this box right here, which I will use in all of my sounds. And this here is making sure that all the oscillators start at the same time. So, does that take away from the effect of... No, it doesn't. Okay, so this is where each oscillator is starting, and then 360 is just the same thing, so it's starting one sample late, I guess. But let's just play around with this a little. Let's put some FM on here. Ooh, that sounds very odd. This is not the right one. Is that seriously just the FM? That's annoying me. So you can modulation. That's weird. So yeah, that's that. I'll always use this. It can make sounds sound completely different. It can make them sound super crazy. And so back to this voicing page, there's all these things here, which, this pitch cutoff, I'm just changing that to there because I always put it there. What this is doing is the second signal, it's detuning it a little. So you can hear, this is detuning it by 1.0 semitones. We can detune it by an octave. Hold on. It sounds like correct, but that's actually really good for like if a big sound. I'm gonna try to make that. It's modulating from 0 to 0, so you can hear it makes it sound wider. I tend not to use this. It seems to take up like to me it sounds kind of weird with the heavy bass sounds that I make. But yeah, now let's move on to this pan position here, which for some weird reason, when this is turned on, it's not going to do this. There is a way to get it to work, but I'll get to that in a sec. So this is the wideness, where you can hear, if you have a stereo setup, which you probably should have, it's going to go from mono to like wide. So let's turn this back on, so you can hear this is having no effect right now. Whatever I do is not doing anything. So if we turn this on, the wavetable position, which it's this changes the wavetable position of the copied signal here from this unisonic thing. So but if I turn this here, let's turn this up so I'm actually doing something. When I turn this, hold on, let's. Oh, okay, that's on. It's weird. Okay, so as I turn this up, it's going to get wider. For some reason, reason it isn't. That's weird. I think something's off. Hold on. This is weird. This is bugging me. I don't know why it's doing this. But anyways, sometimes just Massive has these little glitches like this. With some sounds it doesn't seem to, this section seems to not work right. But normally, let's just make a new sound just so I can show you. If I do this, you can hear it's wide, but then if I do this, it's mono again. And if I change the wavetable position, it's going to get wider. Which it still isn't for some reason. I wonder if this is in like mono. No, it's in stereo. Okay, well this is weird. Anyways, I was just doing this and it was working, but I guess my computer's just having a glitch. Oh, it is making it wider. Okay. I only have one ear on my headphones. I have one like half on. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of what that does. So yeah, I already explained this wavetable position. So that's basically it for today. I'm pretty sure that's it. There is this little feedback knob, which is just feeding back the signal. I'm pretty sure. I don't really use it. Doesn't really seem to do much, but yeah. And just really quick, so I don't have to go over a bunch of the little things. There's these macro controls, which are, when I turn this knob, it's going to modulate whatever this is. So let's just put a filter on it. So it's modulating from there to there. So you can automate these things, which is good for if you want to change like multiple controls over time. You don't have to like go in and like modulate each one. You can just change this here, which is pretty convenient. So yeah, we have, I'm pretty sure that is like everything in Massive. Well, this is making your own synth, obviously, but like, I mean, up here you can go through all the stuff that Native Instruments has made for you, which some of you might have figured out by now. But yeah, these other things are kind of pointless. Oh, except for this global thing. So right now it's externally syncing to Logic right now. So the MIDI and everything is syncing to that. Or you can have your own preset BPM by turning this off, and then you can just change that. And then this is the whole tune of the thing. You can, of all the oscillators, it's just changing the pitch. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So have fun with this. If you have any questions, you can private message me on this channel or leave a comment, and I will try to get back to them. I should be able to, because I'm not very busy. I'm 12 years old. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like these videos. Tomorrow, or the next time I do one of these lessons and the time after, we're going to be making tons of synths just so I can like go through everything and just go through the process of making a sound, at least my process. So yeah, please stay tuned, subscribe if you like these videos, like and favorite if you like these videos also. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.